Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. So we're back again at day 2 of doing some analysis. What I'm going to do is firstly quickly send the links around of this live stream to the various different channels, stick it in there basically, and let people know that we're live. I'm then going to be doing about 15, 20, 30 minutes of analysis and discussing the charts, discussing yesterday, discussing how we traded and how we took trades. So let me do this here first. What I'm going to do is just copy this link and send it around. Perfect. So here we go. Perfect. So let me just push this in here as well. Perfect. Cool. Hey everyone. I hope everyone's doing well that's joining. I'm just going to keep putting this into the community group chats across TTT as well. And yeah, basically, of course, all of the people that basically wanted some analysis on gold. So we're going to discuss gold today. Perfect. Let's go. Let's get a few more people on. It's day 2. Okay, posted to Telegram, posted to Discord. Let's do this here quickly, and then we'll dive into it. Perfect. Cool. Okay, well, firstly, I hope everyone's doing well. We've sent it to the FX London community group chat. We've sent it to everywhere else. Cool. Let's dive into it. So, hope everyone's doing well. Basically, today I'm going to be doing a quick analysis, and I'm still yet to set up doing the live trading, as in having my account basically on screen. Downloading it basically onto my desktop rather than having it on my VPN seems to be the way forward and the way to go. So yeah, essentially what I'm going to do is get that set up over the next couple of days, over the weekend, and then come next week, the idea is that we'll have a little bit more that we can see and play around with. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. So essentially today with gold, it's been a very interesting one. Of course, we had news, and so we've had a lot of movement, a lot of volume. Basically a lot of people have been liquidated as well from what I've seen, which is a bit of a shame. But let me get up the chart up here so I can, discuss it a little bit in further depth. So yesterday's live stream and analysis, we did very well. We caught, a lot of hedging positions, which was great. But the other thing that we caught was this move down here. So we got in at 1944. We had our stop loss up at 1946, 1948, depending on the movement. We caught some partial profits on this first move to the downside. The reason I'm on the 5-minute is because it just explains it a little bit clearer. So we were catching this move to the downside, expecting gold to retrace, which it did. We caught some partial profits here. We then moved into drawdown, and then we caught our full move here with half our position running. So we ended up maxing out and making some profits, which was awesome. 1935 was our end target. That's what we discussed. And yeah, today it's been a big day. A lot of people have been caught out on this move, catching buyers in here, catching buyers in here, catching buyers in here. Potentially, hopefully, getting a bit of a retracement and some pullback there. But in general, I know that a lot of people, got stuck in this position, which was a shame. So, from what I can see at TTT as well, it was, a lot of liquidation basically. So in terms of what I've been looking at for today, our entry was at 1915, and we basically are targeting, another retracement to the upside. Market structure right now looks like gold might continue bearish, but what I'm waiting for is a little bit of a lower low formed. When it comes down to gold, from what I've experienced, I mean, I've looked at gold every single day for the last 3 years, no break, every single day. So I do feel like I have a good gut reaction to it. And I think that's what gold needs, is a gut reaction. It always moves further than you expect. That's what it breaks down to. It always moves further. What do I mean by that? It always ends up doing an extra 20, 30, 40 pips. Why? Well, from what I've experienced, the RSI is a brilliant sort of tool to take it off of as well. Even though the RSI isn't going to move the market, no. But something that's very good about it is when it's overbought and oversold, it does respect it quite highly, because gold does move. Unlike some other pairs, I'd say, but it moves very much off the 30, 40, 30, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, RSI. So the way that I sort of trade gold has always been off of imbalances, targeting liquidity, also utilizing the RSI, and most importantly, the market sentiment. Why? Well, because gold is a highly manipulated instrument. If you are trading with the herd, which is the retail traders, which is the most and the majority of people, then you're probably going to get caught out. So from what I saw in group chats, and I'm in a lot of prop firm community group chats, a lot of people were buying gold at like 1930, 1925, 1920, and then they actually end up getting taken out down here. One of the things to consider as well, let me get up here, where are we? Rectangle, is imbalances, okay, and liquidity. So what we have, is a lot of liquidity underneath here. Let's drop this down a little bit further. So if we can see this sort of threshold down here, let's move this. What am I doing? Let's get another, let's get our horizontal line. So we can see the sort of liquidity taps here. Okay, liquidity is down here. Okay, further liquidity is down here. So we know that these are going to get swiped at some point. Okay, a lot of liquidity on a 1 hour. If we go onto the 4 hour, even more so, we can see liquidity. This will become liquidity. Okay, this was liquidity. This was liquidity. So it's all been just taken out. This was liquidity. So if you play off the fact and you think that gold is going to move further than expected, and it's also, of course, going to, eventually retrace. Gold always does. It always eventually retraces. It's just whether it takes an extra, as we can see here, boom, 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 gold eventually retraces. Boom, 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 gold eventually retraces. Boom, gold eventually retraces. Boom, gold is going to eventually retrace. Okay, and it always does. It's just a case of whether you can hold the market or not. Okay, and get caught up in it. 1 hour is a bit better to view this off of. The reason I'm in this trade now is because liquidity swipe, okay, imbalance. What we're going to be targeting is the liquidity up here. Liquidity up here. That's what we're going to be targeting. So this is my sort of trade. To be honest, once we get up to 1922, 1923, I'm going to just put stops to break even. Risk off, play it easy. The move and the market has moved very quickly nowadays and at the moment over the last couple of days. So it's not a time to be, going massive risk on. It's risk off. What do I mean by that? I mean that you shouldn't be putting too aggressive of positions in. As I said yesterday, when we were up here, let's get back onto the 15-minute. I said that gold had the ability to increase higher. Why? Well, because there's even more liquidity further up. Gold is going to be pushed even further up. So what I intend to do is build into a position. Gold works very nicely if you dollar cost average without blowing yourself in the meantime. So we've got our position here. When gold gets up to like 1924, we'll just put stops to break even, let the trade run, take some profit off the table, and we're okay. But for instance, if we had our entry in at 1921, at this point the RSI was already oversold. Not that I base all of my trades off of the RSI. That wouldn't be a good move to make. But as I've said, it does respect it on the higher time frames. If you build into a position slowly, then it's a good, sort of measure and tactic to use. We would have built into the position and collected profits as it came up. But we're just talking very low risk. People dropping like standard lots on like, 2 or 3 or 5K accounts. It's just not the move to make. We're trading a 25K account with IC Markets, basically just to test the live stream sort of style and analysis. We're using 0.10 lot sizes to start off and build into positions. Making a couple $100, a day just on this account. But it's very low risk, and that's always been their approach that I've taken. The same with TTT. We just had some payouts yesterday, which was really awesome to see. More of the community are going to keep funneling through and getting accounts and becoming live and becoming funded, which is really exciting. But yes, essentially it's more important just to take the risk off the table, take it easy, not put too much pressure on it, and just essentially get your profits, make some profits, get some withdrawals, get some confidence underneath your belt. I've seen is we've had a few people that had 10K accounts, 20K accounts, 25K accounts, and they've been gambling them. They've just been trying to hit the big home runs of like, 3,000, 5,000 on, basically getting 50% of the balance in one single or two single trades or a move. It just doesn't work like that. It doesn't work very successfully. So we've had a few people that have been successful. One which was posted out yesterday, which was a $258 withdrawal on a 10K account. Very low risk, very consistent, and he's done it for I think it's 4 weeks back to back, which is really exciting. So we're starting to build up some really good quality traders. But yes, so in terms of gold, what I'm expecting is a move further to the upside. We do need to create a little bit of a lower low. We need to start moving in the other direction. But what I'm expecting to see over the course of the next coming days is a move to the upside. We will, as I've said, get up to 1924, put stops to break even. And that's the sort of move that I'm taking as of the moment that we've got for the 25K account running. So yeah, exciting times. But yeah, in terms of other pairs and other instruments, there's been lots of movement today. We've had a lot of pound news. But yeah, this is a sort of prime example, really, of what you can do with targeting imbalances and order blocks and liquidity. It's brilliant, really. Imbalance, oversold, the market sentiment, and liquidity swipe to the upside. That's what I'm intending. A good level will be here. As I said, 1924 be good. This would be a better point as well. Let's get our rectangle out again. We've got a wick fill as well, which is good. If the market just moves and we have not much wick at the end, then it tends to retrace. So we can see that here and we can see that here. But if there tends to be, so let's look at this. This is another example. No wick at the top, retracement to the other direction. Have everyone joining in and being able to take some trades together, which is quite exciting. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. But yeah, otherwise, let's have a look at how we're doing on the live stream and making sure that it all works out nicely. Yeah, cool. Cool. Nice work. So yeah, essentially we'll wrap it up there shortly. It was only supposed to be quick today because of news and also because we've just been super busy. But yeah, in terms of, the goals and the intentions for the rest of this week, tomorrow I've got a very busy day in terms of building out the community even further. What I'm intending to do is have the Discord. I'm intending to have a trading competition for the end of this month, for the end of September, so that we can, have a competition. We can have something running where people can win a few accounts if they can prove themselves as really profitable. We'll kind of have like a trading competition. I think we'll max it out at like 50 people or 100 people in terms of, competition size. We'll have a rule or something like that where it's like bring in a friend, bring a friend into the community group chat, you get an entry into the giveaway. And so that's the idea, is what I'm thinking. Build out the community, build out the sort of success of our traders, people that can't afford challenges, get them some free challenges for, the accounts. So yeah, that's the goal and that's the intention. So yeah, good trade yesterday. Right now we're in a trade. We're not really in that much profit um, because we've taken such a small position size and we haven't. Right now this works better because the day sort of slows down a little bit towards 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. But at the moment, I hope everyone's doing well. I know this is brief. Clearly we haven't got too many people around as well to jump on, but otherwise, I hope everyone's doing well. So yeah, is there anything else I wanted to discuss? Um, we're also looking to do some trader interviews, which is really exciting. So come the next couple of weeks, we've got Morena who's doing the YouTube, sort of content creation. We've got her doing essentially, YouTube style interview. One an account and one a payout as well, and got a payout. So we had someone that made what was it, $700 on a 25K account. That guy got an account for free from one of the Twitter giveaways, which was awesome. So he had literally no money, and we helped him, we helped him get funded with one of the Twitter giveaways, and he's got some good skill, and he was trading ICT concepts, and he was able to get, I think it was a $750 payout, which he put towards college and tuition, which was awesome. So very, very exciting to sort of see him do that. So that was one of the updates as well. Um, we've had 3 payouts this week. Last week it was about 5. Um, and yeah, we're just building out the sort of systems and building out the community, and doing some live streams and building up some sort of trust and some potential competitions that we can have, and giveaways potentially on the live streams as well, is the idea. It's only day 2. We're not intending for this to be the biggest thing and the biggest live stream on YouTube. It's certainly not going to be. But yeah, that's the intention, is just to build it up, get some growth going, get some success for the trades, discuss some of the trades. These are my personal trades as well. So yeah, we're just building back into it. But yeah, is there anything else to discuss? Uh, for those of you that weren't on it here yesterday, some of the news was about my Forex funds. Where do I think they're going? What do I think is happening with that? I unfortunately don't think it's for the positive. I do think we've got we've got to wait clearly a few weeks to hear any further updates. But in general, I think with my Forex funds, it's just a sheer example of the power of regulation, and that regulation is a good thing because it prevents bad things from happening within spaces. But also, like this space is new. even though it's been around for a long, long time, prop firms used to have like trading desks in London, in New York, where you could go and pay a trader desk fee. You could get given a 25K account if you proved yourself as profitable, and you could trade there every single day. You'd commute into work. It would almost be like a full-time job. They were semi-successful. I don't think they were very successful. There was a few examples that did well. But yeah, in general, they didn't do much. Yeah, and I'm just seeing prop firms account trade. A thing with MFF is bad. Yeah, it's super bad. Unfortunately, it is what it is. We can't do anything about it. Even as prop owners, we can't do anything about it. But what I would say in general is regulation is a good thing. I do think that the firms and the space, the UK, USA, Europe is going to get tighter and tighter and tighter in terms of the regulation that they have, which means that firms need to adapt. Firms, there will be a higher barrier to entry, certainly, if you need regulation for this stuff. There's a lot of firms that come into the space that just don't have the the ability to be able to scale that much, and they certainly don't have the sort of right people behind it and backing it. We've seen too many people that just aren't running it properly. So yeah, be very conscious about joining new prop firms at the moment. But with the regulations, some fake firm will run away. Yeah, for sure. Firms will come and go. The whole point for me with the Silence Trader and for FX London and for all the businesses and the trading that I do is for sustainability, long-term sustainability. I've blown one account when I started, and since then, I haven't blown many accounts. It's been a case of keeping things very consistent and trying to build things over the long term for me personally. So with the Talented Trader, it's exactly the same. Look after the staff that I have, build on the customer support, build on the service. Like, look, we have quite a long way to go in terms of customer speed, and satisfaction's good, but it just needs to be faster. So we have good people on customer support and we have a good tech team, but we just need to build the systems out so it's even more of a faster process. So yeah, the Talented Trader really is expanding. It's really exciting to see, but it needs to come a long, long way. So yeah, in terms of gold right now, market volatility has clearly dropped. That's part of live streaming at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. on a Thursday. Emmanuel, big ups, man. You're doing a good job. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support, bro. But yeah, in general, we're doing pretty well. We're pretty pleased with growth over the last month has been insane. Our Telegram channel has got the whole idea of this and the thesis of this is for transparency and for trust. People have got questions, they can come on and they can talk. If people, want to discuss about TTT, they want a few accounts, they want some giveaways, whatever people are needing, then yeah, that's the idea. That is the idea. But yeah, in general, this trade is running okay. We're about $25-$30 in profit. Very conservative. As I've said, very conservative. Not doing very aggressive trading. Not for at least for the first month of live streaming. Just building it up. Yeah, look, appreciate everyone that's jumped on board. This sort of live stream. It's been a quick one. Been doing it. We've been live for 24 minutes. That's really not a long period of time. I'm going to get up to the point where we'll have hour-long live streams, and we'll do it for even longer. We'll do giveaways. We'll do Q&As. We'll do, we'll have like 3 or 4 people, live streaming and talking on here, as well as like kind of guests. Exciting times. And of course, we can do some even some interviews, some open, air interviews and sort of experiences with TTT and how people are getting along. So that's the idea, is that we just, build up the success, build up the live stream slowly but surely. We'll get more and more people join in and tune in every single day. But yeah, otherwise, all the best, guys. Hope you're doing well. I will leave it there as the second, live stream of this channel. I'm also going to be changing this channel to a personal channel, which is, I think, going to be, a positive thing. FX London has built and it's grown and it's done well, but as I've said yesterday, all of these thoughts and opinions on this page are mine, and people want to know more about me, and so I'm going to keep it more as a my page and my channel. My intention a couple of years ago was to get our staff and our team to do videos as well. Never got around to doing it, so I was the one that did all the videos. So I'm going to end up keeping it to my own personal channel, I think. Then we'll have, of course, the Talented Trader YouTube channel as well, with Morena running it, and we actually have got in the pipeline someone else to do live streaming there as well, which is quite exciting. So I'll keep that under the wraps for now until it's fully live and sorted. But yeah, that's the idea and that's the concept. So yeah, otherwise, all is good, guys. Hope everyone's doing well, guys and girls. I'll leave you to your Thursday evenings or Thursday mornings, depending on where you are. But otherwise, all the best. Keep in touch, and yeah, have a good trading sessions. Trade safe. And if you want any advice for TTT, feel free to message me or support anytime. All the best, guys. I'll leave it there. Thanks for all the comments of love and praise. And this is the trade that we're running, for now. But all the best. I'll leave it there for day 2.